It's time for Grossology. Again. Uh, Maybe you were grossed out yesterday. Maybe you were intrigued yesterday, perhaps. I know I was a little of both. Yesterday we started with the slimy, mushy, oozy things, and that was the barf we started with yesterday in our Grossology book, right? So I'm at the table of contents here. Again, that's our gross tense, is what they call it. So we're moving right along the list here. Um, and I want to read about the next thing in this book. It's something we all deal with at times. And that's going to be boogers. So, here's the picture we see. Make sure you can see that. There's that guy. Oh, okay, there we go. Quite a big nose this guy's got here. But boogers all over the place. On this side, we even got more pickers over here. From the babyest picker all the way up to Big Daddy picker up there. Okay. Ooh, the nose garbage. We got that going on right there. Hopefully you see those blue words too. Or even the red words down here, the red words over here. Um, those are part of the text features, okay? Of this nonfiction text or this informational text. You're going to hear me say that a lot over the next couple weeks, all right? So informational text is text or readings that we get that, or readings that we read, things we read that give us information, right? They're going to teach us something or share a fact with us or tell us how to do something or let us learn about a new topic or any of those things, right? So informational things are stuff we read all the time. Like you read the instructions on how to build something, right? A blueprint or Legos or something like that. Or have you ever read like, the back of a Clorox thing on how to use it and what to use it for? That's an informational writing right there, right? You learn how to use it or what's the dangers of it or how to do it. You ever read a book about a war? You know what I mean? That's informational writing. That's nonfiction. You ever read a recipe and followed it, right? You ever made something? Got any bakers out there or chefs out there that follow recipes? That's informational writing as well, right? Um, this book, right, is information on gross stuff, right? Grossology, the study of grossness. Um, so some of these things that we're going to point out, or I want you to think about, is this is all about this idea of what kind of information can we get from this type of text, and how does it connect with the writing, even too, right? So we're going to write some informational pieces, um, and we're going to read a lot of them too. All right, so we're still going to mix in our fiction here, but remember we're working on nonfiction this quarter and really focusing on this informational writing and informational reading uh, that go together. Okay, so we'll review yesterday. The barf was yesterday, right? Uh, a lot of your comments about your barf stories were actually making me pretty sick. Some made me laugh. Some made me feel sorry for you and a little embarrassed also. I know you read mine. I was pretty embarrassed when mine happened to me, especially when I saw all the puke running underneath the seats and everywhere on the bus. Still embarrassing to this day, but still kind of funny to look back on. So we're going to start with boogers today. Makes my nose itch just thinking about it. So here we go. 70 out of 100 people admit to picking them. And about 3 people of those 70 admit to eating them. Boogers. The number may even be higher. Try taking a survey of the people you know. That's disgusting, guys. So 70 out of 100, so it's like 7 out of 10, admit to picking your nose. And 3 of those admit to eating them too. If you're a booger eater, don't tell me, because that's disgusting. All right? I tell it to my 5-year-old all the time. Don't eat your boogers, right? That's gross. So here we go. Boogers can be slippery or crusty. They can be yellow, green, or brown. They are always clumpy. Boogers are actually nose garbage. Each day, you suck in a small roomful of air. If the air were only gas, you would not even make boogers. But the air is filled with dust, smoke, grit, bacteria, tiny fungi, pollen, soot, little metal pieces, ash, fuzz, sand, and even itty bitty meteorites. One job of the nose is to clean that stuff out. That's really kind of crazy to think about what we breathe it in, right? Feels like we're just breathing air, but we're breathing in a lot of other stuff too. Rough bristles, or nose hairs, are the first air cleaners. These hairs are also called vibrissae. 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 Sorry, I'm trying to pronounce it. It's hard to pronounce. So this is what it looks like here. Okay, it says vibrissae. 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 I don't know. Which is the same word for cat whiskers. Take a look at your vibrissae. Better yet, look at the nose hairs of your father, your uncle, or your grandfather. Grown men sprout lots of nose hairs. Vibrissae working alone would be like blowing air through a broom. Some junk would get stuck. If you dipped the broom bristles into oil or water, imagine how much better it would trap the gunk. That is exactly what happens in your nose. A sticky liquid called mucus or snot coats the skin and the hairs in your nose. Bits of dirt and other stuff get trapped in your nose hairs, and then they are surrounded by nose mucus. The sticky, trapped stuff clumps together little by little until a big lump is formed, a real booger. If the booger hangs around, the moisture evaporates as you breathe in more dry air, and you make a dry booger. If your nose has lots of mucus, or if the air is very humid, has a lot of water in it, the booger may stay nice and moist. The booger sticks around until you blow it out, breathe it in, or pick it. So boogers are polluted nose mucus. Besides being very antisocial, booger eating is not a good idea because you munch on a lot of icky stuff. Actually, picking your nose isn't too clean either. If you pick your nose really hard, it will bleed. Not fun. Alright, this one's a lot shorter. Alright, that's it, guys. This one's just 2 pages, is all this boogers is. Okay. But a couple of our vocab where we go to the word mucus was in there, and you notice it's colored. So a lot of times in informational text, they'll color the words that are really important, or maybe vocabulary words, or something that's important, right? The vibrissae, the other word too, which basically means your nose hairs, right? Yeah, pretty cool, right? So nose garbage. So someone says quit picking your nose, I'll be, hey, I'm just clearing the nose garbage out, right? This guy. All right, so that is going to be the installment for today. I know it's a short one. Tomorrow's is a little bit longer. Oh, I see it is very long tomorrow. And it's one, I'm going to give you a little peek, a little preview here real quick. I know I'm going to do it. What's this dude doing over here? Yeah, that's all I'm showing you. You might have saw it in the frame. I don't know if you really saw it or not. But we'll pick up another installment tomorrow and see what we else can learn that's extremely gross or disgusting, but also really interesting, right? This is stuff we deal with every day, right? I'm sure you've blown your nose today. I'm sure a bunch of you already picked your nose today too. Don't lie. If you have, it's okay. About 78% of us admit to doing it, even though I bet it's more like 100% that actually do. But we'll get back to that later. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this, and we'll get back into Grossology tomorrow.